Hello viewers, I am Sapna Shukla, former assistant professor from Amity School of Engineering and Technology, Amity University. Today in this video, we will be learning how to format a Word document. Formatting a document enables us to give the document the desired professional look. The learning objectives from this video will be to learn basic text processing techniques, to change character and paragraph formatting. So, let us see how do we insert text in an existing document. So, what you will do is, let us say I have got a document and I have to insert a text in the existing document. So, you have to move your cursor by using the arrow button. You can use the arrow button from the keyboard. Okay. So, let us say I want to insert a name over here. So, what I can do is I can use, if my cursor is over here, what I can do is I can use the arrow keys and I can go here, or I can use the mouse click also and click over here, and that becomes easier. Usually people do with the mouse, and you can say, let us say I want to insert letter of Mr. Abhinav's letter of recommendation. Let us say I want to enter Abhinav, and this is how I can insert different types of text. Wherever I want to insert, I can go at that particular position and I can insert a text. You just have to use the keyboard to insert the text. Then there are some keyboard shortcuts which are helpful when you are moving through the text of a document. Let us say beginning of the line, if you have to go to the beginning of the line, cursor is over here and you want to go to the beginning of the line, there is a home key. Using the home key on the keyboard, you can go to the starting of the line. Similarly, let us say if you want to go to the end of the line, you can press the end key and you can go to the end of the line. Similarly, let us say you have a big document and you want to go to the beginning, top of the document, let us say over here. So, what you can do is you can press Control Home and you move to the, see, you can see the cursor which has come over here. You can see the cursor over here which is at the beginning of the document. Similarly, if you have to move to the end of the document, you just have to press Control End and you come to the end of the document. This is how you move to the end of the document. Okay. So, this is simple, most of you must be knowing, but just to have a recap. Then we have paragraph markers as well. Paragraph markers basically, it's easier to type when you can see returns, spaces and tabs in your document. If so, if you want to, let us say you want to see the paragraph markers. So, what you can do is there is a particular symbol over here in the home tab. There is a paragraph subtask. In the paragraph subtask, you can see this particular paragraph marker over here. So, what you can do is you can click that paragraph marker and you will be able to see all the paragraph markers, because I have clicked an enter over here. So, I can see a paragraph marker over here. So, different paragraph markers are there. I can see for a space, I can see this dots. Okay, if I click a tab, there will be a different paragraph marker. So, this helps me in doing editings. Okay, maybe I am not clear what exactly formatting has been done on a particular paragraph. So, this paragraph marker will help me later on in editing things. Okay. So, if I want to just hide this, I again click the button and it goes off. Okay. So, next is how do you select a text. Okay. So, to change any attributes of a text, it must be highlighted first. So, selecting the text by dragging a mouse can be done, or you can use the shift key on the keyboard while using the arrow buttons to highlight the text. So, what you can do is you can just click using the mouse, you can click this and drag the mouse. This gets, let us say I want to select, I have taught him the following subjects, let us say this. So, I can just drag using the mouse and I can select that, or if let us say if you want to use the keyboard, you can just press the shift key and you can use the arrow keys. Okay, and it gets, the paragraph gets selected. Okay. So, these are the various ways by which you can highlight a text. Highlighting the text is required for editing purpose. Maybe you want to cut, copy, paste, or maybe you want to delete a particular text. So, these are the reasons maybe you require highlighting a text. So, these are the ways you can highlight the text. So, there are various shortcuts for selecting a portion of the text. Like let's say if you want to select a whole word, so what you can go let's say you want to select a specific word, what you can do is you can just double click on that using the mouse. So when you double click on the word, the particular word gets selected. Let's say I want to select throughout. I double click on that particular word and the word gets selected. Let's say I have to select a particular paragraph. I can triple click on this particular paragraph and the whole paragraph gets selected. Okay. We've already discussed how you can use the shift key, and using the arrow key shift plus the combination of arrow keys can be used to select a particular word, or let's say a combination of lines that you want to select, or maybe a paragraph, or you can select the whole document as well. But a better way to select an entire document, let's say you want to select the whole entire document, what you can do is you can have a shortcut key that is called Control plus A. You can just click on Control plus A and you can select the whole document. So the whole document can be selected. Now maybe it is up to you to cut, copy, paste this, use it somewhere else. Maybe you want to cut this particular this particular set of paragraphs and you want to copy it somewhere else in the same document, or let's say in some other document. Okay. And to deselect a particular chosen highlighted text, you can click anywhere in the document and the text will be deselected. Similarly, if you have to delete a text, you can use the backspace key and the delete keys on the keyboard to delete a text. Okay. So backspace will delete the text to the left of the cursor and delete key will erase the text to the right. Okay. So this is how you can delete text. So if let's say I want to delete computer organization, what I can do is I can just press on the delete key and it gets deleted. Let's say I don't want to delete, actually I just wanted to show you, so I press the undo button or I press Ctrl Z. Okay, it comes again. Replacing text, what you can do is you can select a particular document. Okay, maybe you want to replace this with we have, so you can select that document and you can say we have taught, okay, something like this. If you want to replace, so what you can do is you can just select a particular highlighting is important, so you can select a particular word or paragraph and you can type in the new text. Okay, so the new text will be replacing the selected text. Okay, so you can also replace the text by selecting the text and then you can delete that and then you can type. So that's up to your wish. Okay, so that is how things can be done. Then how do we format a text? So a very important topic. Using the formatting toolbar is the easiest way to change many attributes of the text. So what you have to do is you have to go to the home tab. So I've selected already home tab. So this is on the main toolbar I've got a home tab. In the home tab I've got a font subtask. In the subtask I've got different options already. I can, this is my font style. So I can also click on this particular arrow over here. This is the font, okay, font subtask. You can click that and over here you can see there is a font specified over here. If you click on this, it will give you various font styles. You can select Times New Roman, Arial. Okay, so font face, basically font is the basic typeface in which your words are displayed. Font comes in families such as Times New Roman, Arial, okay, etc. These are the common ones which are used. Each font family has a specific way of formatting individual letters. Okay, so what you have to do is just click on this just single time and it gives you, okay. So let's say I want Times New Roman, I can select this Times New Roman and it gives me this particular font face. So this is how it will be done. Then we have the font style. So font style can be a regular, the words that are displayed, it can be regular, italic or bold. Similarly, you have the font size. So this determines how large each letter will appear. The font size is measured in points and points is 1/72 of the basically of an inch. Okay, so here is the size. You can click on this, you want the text to be a 9 point or you want it to be 10 point or 11 point. So usually the option that is selected is 10 and 12, mostly for paragraphs of the text. Okay, so this is how you can use this size. Then font style we discussed. Font style determines the emphasis or weight that the letters have when they are displayed. Each font can be displayed as bold, italicized and underlined. Similarly, you have okay, so you also have the option of font color. Okay, so we discussed this. So you also have the option of font color alignment. So over here you can see you have various options of alignment. You can left align a particular text, you can center align a text, you can right align a text. Okay, so let's say I've got a text, this particular text. If you see the text, this is not aligned to the right. So what we can both right and left justified. Let's say I want right and left justified. I can click on this particular paragraph and I can just click on this particular button. So over here you can use this option over here. So you can if you have to, let's say, align a particular text left and right justified, you can click this particular option. So this is for left justification, this is for center justification, this is for right justification, this is for both sides. Okay, so if I click on this, now if I see, this becomes a little justified. Actually it's already, I think, justified. Let's say I have not justified this, so this is left justified, this shows this is not justified, right? So what I can do is I can justify this over here using this button, so it gets justified. I hope you can see this. Then you have options increase, decrease indent. So using this, what you can do is you can see increase over here. There are buttons in the paragraph option. These are the buttons that you can use to decrease indent and increase indent. Okay, there are other options also, but you can use this feature. So let's say if I have to indent this paragraph inside, so I can use this, let's say, increase indent towards the right. So if I now see this, so this particular paragraph has been indented towards the right. Okay, similarly, let's say I want to create an outside border for this. So I can add a border around a text selection. So let's say this text has already been selected and I want a border for this, so I can do that as well. Okay, so let's say I want to have a border. So in the paragraph, what you can here you can see, I'll just show you this. So here you can see this option which shows bottom border. You can click this, a menu will be displayed, and below the last option you can go to borders and shading. Okay, like this, you can click this and you can select a box, maybe if you want a border. So let's say I want a border. So these are the various options, various borders that you can choose. You can also select the width of the borders. Okay, so let's say we keep the default one and we say okay. So there will be a border that will be displayed on this particular text which has been selected. And let's say if I want to color this as well, I want a color in the background. So what I can do is I can go to shading option. Over here also I can select, let's say I want a gray color, I can say 10% gray, and this text now shows a little color difference between the previous white background and this time it is now a gray background. Okay, so this is how you can format a text using, let's say, if you want to add border or maybe you want to change the background color. Here also you have another option. Let's say you select a text and you want to change the text color. So what you can do is, by default and black color is used, you can use a red color if you want to. So the text color now gets changed if you want to let's say change this. So this option changes the color of the text. Similarly, let's say we had changed it previously to gray color. Let's say if you want to change the background now, let's say to next yellow color, you want to highlight it. So you can use this option also. You can click on this option to change the background to yellow color. Okay, so we had not selected the text. We can select the text and change the background now to yellow. So now this background gets changed to yellow. So this also can be done using MS Word. So I don't want to do the changes. So what I'm doing is I'm doing Control Z, or I say undo. So the font dialog box, also you can use the font dialog box. Basically you can select the text you want to format and right click on it and select the particular font. The font dialog box appears. So what you can do is, here's how it will appear. You can just see this over here in the font subtask. You can click this button, okay, over here near the font word. You can click this and the font dialog box appears, which I had shown you earlier also. You can use this also to format your font styles, okay, font size, all that you can do. Okay. Then we have a very good handy feature for formatting text, which is called the Format Painter. Okay. Format Painter is located on the Home tab under Clipboard subtask menu. So if I show you the Format Painter, here's the Clipboard subtask menu. In this we have this option, which is the Format Painter. So why do we use this Format Painter basically? So let's say you have formatted a paragraph heading with a certain font face, size, style, and you want to format another heading in the same way. Or maybe you have formatted a particular paragraph in a particular style face and you want to keep that formatting, you want to apply that formatting, let's say, to all the paragraphs. So you can use a Format Painter for that. What you need to do is, how do we use that? First you need to select the text from which you want to copy the formatting. Okay. So let's say over here, maybe what I'll do is I'll format this particular text. So what I'll do is I'll use, this is my paragraph that I'm formatting. So what I'll do is I'll just add some color background to it. Okay. And let's say I want it to get bold. It's not selected. So what I'll do is I'll just again select this and I'll say maybe italic. Okay. So now the text has changed basically to italicized, and the font and the background of the text now is yellow. So maybe I want this particular format to be copied to another paragraph. Okay. Let's say I want to copy this particular formatting that I've done on this particular paragraph. So how do I do that? So the first step will be to select a particular select this particular paragraph on which a particular, or maybe just a part of this, and you have to click on the button Format Painter. Okay. And then click on the paragraph on which you want to apply the formatting. So you can now, on this particular we wanted to apply, so what you can do is I can just click on this and the format which was the same format is being copied to this paragraph, in a single click. So that is what is the advantage of Format Painter. You can use this Format Painter to copy formattings, okay, into multiple paragraphs or in headings. Okay. So this was about Format Painter, which is a very, very handy tool, and you should remember this. Okay. I'm once again doing undo because I don't want this to be there, just for a demo purpose. Now let's go on to formatting paragraphs. So you can see in the Home tab itself there is a option called paragraph. So in order to change the formatting of a paragraph, what you have to do is you have to select the paragraph and then apply the formats you want to apply. So paragraph formats affect the entire paragraph, and new paragraphs keep the formatting of the preceding paragraph. So suppose you have done a paragraph formatting on this particular paragraph. So if you type something in the next paragraph, the same formatting will be copied in that particular paragraph also. Okay. So you can format a paragraph by placing, cursor on that particular, you can click on the Home tab and you can go to the paragraph subtask. Okay. Similarly, you have line markers. So to insert, let's say I've got a paragraph and I want to insert a line over here. So if I press enter, a new paragraph will start. So what do I do? So I don't want a new paragraph, I want a line marker to be entered over here. What I can do is I can just click on Shift Enter and I can type a new, whatever I want to type, I can type over here. So it remains in the same paragraph. I'm deleting it once again. Okay. So to modify the appearance of paragraphs, you can use rulers as well. Okay. The formatting toolbar and the paragraph dialog box. You can use all these options. Okay. So let's say there is, let's say using rulers, what all can we do? So using rulers, let's say I've got a paragraph, okay, and I want to indent it. So let's say I'm not able to get the ruler. So what I'll do is I'll click on view and I'll click on the rulers checkbox. So if I click on the rulers checkbox, my content will be displayed and the rulers are getting displayed. So over here I can use this margins. I can, let's say I want to indent this particular paragraph, okay. So I can use this rulers over here. I can set the margin using this, okay. See, the margin gets set, undo. So I want to indent the text, okay, of a paragraph, and let's say I want to indent it only the first line of this particular paragraph. So what I can do is I can click on the I'm talking about the rulers, okay. So using the rulers, what I can do is I can click on this hanging indent funds. This shows me, see, if I click on this particular ruler on the upper triangular part, I can see first line indent. So I can just click on this, wherever I want to position, I can position that, and you can see the first line of this particular paragraph text gets indented inside, okay. So this is how you can do indentation of this. If you want to change, let's say, the whole paragraph, you can click on this, you can align this together, you can do this also. If you want if you want to combine this together, you can do this. It's up to you to use this. You can play with this particular ruler. You can set the margins using this. So that is how you can use the rulers. So to increase or decrease indents by one tab stop, you can use these buttons also. There are in home tab, you can go to paragraph. I already shown you how to use these buttons. See, I can click on this and I can use this buttons over here in the paragraph subtask. This is decrease indent by one tab stop. This is increase indent by one tab stop. So if I click this, the whole paragraph gets shifted inside by one tab stop, okay. Let's say I want to go back, okay, and we already talked about how do we do a hanging indent. That is, if only the first line of the paragraph, if you want to just indent, you can use the upper half of the triangular indent marker in the horizontal ruler to the left of the desired position, okay. So let's talk about tab stops. These are we able to control the tab stops? The tab stops by default usually are 0.5 inch intervals. So if I click a tab stop over here, if I click a tab, usually the tab stop is, sorry, let me just click on this paragraph marker again. So this tab stop is usually 0.5 inch interval, okay, from the left margin. Now to increase or decrease the tab length, what you have to do is you can choose the home paragraphs, okay. What you can do is you can choose the home paragraphs over here, okay, this particular task, and you can, what you can do is there is an option over here below. You can click on the tabs, okay, and you can set over here default tab stops. Over here it's 1.27 centimeter. You can, using these buttons, the arrow keys, you can increase or decrease these tab stops. So let's say I want it to be 5 centimeter or 3 centimeter, and I click OK. So now when I click on a tab, see over here the tab has automatically increased to 3 centimeter. Now if I click over here one more tab, so it's showing me a 3 centimeter tab. So this is how you can customize your tab stops as well. So a very important another feature of paragraph formatting is line spacing. This is a paragraph, and let's say I want between the lines I want a particular distance. Okay, what I can do is I can click on this particular button, okay, in the paragraph subtask, and using this line spacing option I can have a line spacing of 1 or 1.5 as required, or 1.5. So I click on this, let's say I want 2.5. So you can see the distance between the lines. The distance between the lines has increased to 2.5 points, okay. So this is how you can format a paragraph, okay. And similarly, let's say this is how you can increase or decrease the line spacing between the lines. Similarly, you can do paragraph spacing as well. So between the paragraphs, what should be the distance, that also can be formatted. Let's say this is one paragraph, this whole is one paragraph, and this is another paragraph. I want a paragraph spacing. So how do I create that paragraph spacing? I want maybe a little more paragraph spacing I want. What I can do is I can once again go to the paragraph spacing option. So over here you can see that there is a spacing before and after, in which what you can do is you can click on, over here it is 8 points, you can increase this or decrease this. So you are increasing this, let's say 24 point. So and now you should say OK, so that this is shown, this effect is shown. So let me show you. So the paragraph spacing between these two paragraphs, you can see in the beginning, by default the paragraph spacing between these two paragraphs, that is this one and this one, was 6 points or 8 points, and now the paragraph spacing between this and this has increased to 24 point that we selected. So we can do paragraph spacing as well. Similarly, let's say if you want to remove the line spacing between these paragraphs, what you can do is you can select the paragraph, and over here let's say you want to remove the spacing between this. So what you can do is you can click this option and you can say remove spacing. So now you can see that these different lines are clubbed together. Okay, so that option is also there. You can add spacing, you can remove spacing, you can you can use this paragraph spacing for many other options. Okay, so viewers, we learned that how do we format a text, and we learned how to format paragraphs. Students, you have to work on the MS Word, and then only you can, if you play with it, the more you play, the more you will learn. So we come to the end of the video lecture. Hope you have got a good learning time. Thank you so much.